A lot of people aren't gonna like this, but here's how I would rank every single Daredevil design in the MCU from worst to best. And you know what? We'll throw in Ben Affleck's Daredevil too. And I'm not seeking penance for what I've done, Father. I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do. Because we gotta get to the bottom of which one is on top. Because it's my list. I can't miss. Kicking off the list, I gotta go with the mustard and ketchup suit. I'm not gonna hold you. When I first saw this suit, I kind of overglazed it. I do love that it's paying homage to the classic yellow and red suit from the comics. Pay respect to his dad's boxing career. But it just doesn't move me like the other ones. But this is a suit that he caught them green cheeks in when they said he was gonna be in She-Hulk. I didn't think they meant literally. And then they had my man do the walk of no shame. Next up, I gotta go with Ben Affleck's Daredevil suit, because if you catch this thing at the right angle, you might think it's number one. Like, sheesh, he got the zipper down on the collar? Okay, slut, who are you posing for? And he's got the double D's on his chest. But I just don't know why they decided to go with like latex leather, because in some angles, this should be looking like a gimp suit. And don't even get me started on this promotional image where his head looks massive. Ha! Crazy head placement, by the way. Like, that is not his head on his body. Ain't no way. He looks like Dare Pitbull. Mr. 305. But never forget, wake me up! From there, I got Charlie Cox's suit that he wears at the end of season 1 in The Defenders in season 2. I'm not gonna hold you. This might have been number 1 if it was 2015, because I was standing up, cheering, saluting when he got this suit. But then you look at it and you're like, why does it got so much armor and paneling? And like, it ain't even really red. Like, you gotta catch it at the right angle to be like, okay, that's kind of tough. And I do love the cowl. Like, the cowl to me is mwah. But sadly, it's just not as good as the ones I have ahead of it. Slightly ahead, I have his suit from Echo, where they slightly changed it. The red is a little bit more prominent and saturated. It's really blink and you'll miss it because he only wears this shit in Echo. And this right here is a good side-by-side to show the differences. Essentially, it's the same damn suit, but I love that they filled in this black with more red. And like I said, the saturated red is tough. But he was beating up on a disabled and deaf person. Disabled on disabled crime is crazy. But next up, I gotta go with the Born Again suit, because again, while it is super armored, I love the amount of red and how saturated it is. Like, yeah, it does suffer from the over-panelization, which is definitely not a word, that the MCU likes to add to all these suits. But I like it. Like, can we just add the double D's on his chest? A little less black? Great. In some way, shape, or form, that's gonna get twisted. Like, dog, we don't need to armor a six-pack. But if you're gonna aura farm in front of a church like this, sheesh, looks like a Frank Miller cover. But in second place, I have his suit from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Not only did he take Spider-Man to church, but he was playing If I Ain't Dripping, She Ain't Drowning. And with Matt's roster, you know he's always dripping. But I love how this takes everything from the black suit that he wears in live action, but adds like subtle accents of red, tighter wrapped fists, and most importantly, he has a dope-ass cowl with the horns. And the red eyes, come on, man. Plus the moon aesthetic in the background just made it mwah. If this was live action, it would be number 1. But I beat you! Because this, I cannot stress this enough, really means something to me. The black suit with the over-taped gloves? Ugh! Shit, even the sleeker version? The fuck was that sound? Matt Murdock, you are not the only one wet right now. Look at him just aura farming. Look at all this aura. Inhale it, smell it, taste it. Es muy magnifique. Plus, it helps that this is the suit that he's wearing in all of his best scenes. That wonder in the hallway. Like, dog, this is a ridiculous amount of aura. It's ridiculous. But that's why it's top 2, and it's not 2. That's why it's number 1. Acknowledge it.